probably wasn't the best, but I've got like...
Alright, we're on.
Woo! I look like a beach ball.
No, you don't.
I also look like Sokka! What a try!
Yeah, okay, that I will argue less about.
I like my Sokka hair.
Though you have a few features that Sokka definitely doesn't.
I mean, you don't know. Did you see inside his pants? Did you just assume his gender?
I mean, I was more talking about your breasts, but okay.
Oh, well, there's that.
I mean...
Bird. Okay, stop tangling.
Yay! Stream's up.
Yep.
You're a stream.
Thank you, Michael. Let's see here.
It's time to murder people
It's
in
time.
droves.
Time to murder peasants.
Man, being a peasant when there's heroes running around just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. Sounds like Trump's America right there.
Also, I found a new love for crossbows. As much as I always kind of naysayed them because, you know, recurve and longbow are going to be faster and have a little more range overall.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you've got any experience with a rifle weapon, crossbows are awesome. And it only takes, if it's a cockback crossbow, 1 second longer than just putting a arrow and knocking it. Like, it's really pretty equivalent. Now, a war crossbow, like the 70, 80 pound crank things...
That takes two, 3 people.
That takes a minute. That's slow as heck. But man, does it punch through things and can...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the difference is, one, takes a lot of skill where I'm arcing it and trying to get the angle. The big old heavy crossbow, you just point it at what you want is dead and pull the trigger. That's it. Funk. Alright.
Michael 1 says, being a peasant during a century-long period of political unrest is generally a rough gig.
I mean, yeah.
I mean...
I don't know. France and Britain did okay during the 100 Years' War, right?
Honey.
What? The peasants were fine. They got Joan of Arc.
Who was a peasant? Sponsor.
Oh, we're sponsored by Guinness. Then.
Yeah, I know. We got Guinness this time. We're getting fancier. And I'm still enjoying the Big K orange soda. We've got progression of actual brand name quality.
But, I mean, hey, if you're talking just like fruit flavor soda, those are hard to screw up. There is nothing wrong with the store brand of those. Anyway.
Mine tastes like liquid bread.
It is liquid bread.
Mm-hmm.
Drink responsibly.
Please. Because I don't want to be on the road when you're there. Cause
Yeah.
That's why she doesn't drive. I do.
I don't.
Anyway, good evening, Internet. It is 8:10 p.m. on Saturday.
We're late.
April 9th?
Yeah, I think it's the
April
9th.
8th. Yes, today was the
Quick,
7th.
what day is it? What year is it?
It is the 8th. April 8th, 2017.
Henry the 8th I am. Henry the 8th I am.
And yeah.
I kill all my wives. Woohoo!
Yes, this is Throne of Games. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Mark Amstrad, DJ Amstrad. Tonight we have John Melissa. Daniel will be here later because he was up in like a couple cities over doing tech support for his dad.
Look, not a burrito is back.
Yep, not a burrito. I am not McThulu. Not a McThulu tonight. Until McThulu arrives.
Yes.
Body snatching. And corporate sponsorships. And public service announcements.
And politics.
Yes.
And politics.
Man.
Great start.
Our show
Are we
is
sure
getting...
we're not actually NPR or the
I was going to say, our show's getting a little highbrow, isn't it?
I mean...
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I would love to have actual sponsorships and talk about deep, interesting things.
Oh, but just don't put it on YouTube, because then it'll immediately get taken down.
Right. Too controversial.
Yeah. Don't have opinions.
Remember, if we don't talk about it, it doesn't actually affect our lives.
Don't have opinions, kids. Don't have opinions, kids. Opinions means that you won't get money.
This hurts. Life hurts.
Well, the Buddha does say that living is suffering.
Living is suffering. Life sucks and then you die.
Which is a super simplistic phrase.
Now we're
for
going to add some
something.
existentialism.
That's
into
right.
our-
We've gotten on to philosophy.
Oh boy!
Okay, let's.
And almost religion, but Buddhism isn't actually a religion.
It's
No,
a-
at least not as Gautama Siddhartha would have it be practiced.
No.
That doesn't mean that those coming after him didn't, but
Listen, we made room for people to worship whatever gods they felt like, but the philosophy is the same.
mm-hmm.
And on that note, let's go to China.
Yes, that is a wonderful place to. That is a wonderful way to
Segue into...
segue because Buddhism.
Oh, good
Yes. Which was a thing during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they've
Lord.
already
Life
got...
sucks and then you die, but the latter doesn't stick. Buddhism as a soundbite.
Buddhism has a soundbite. Yes. Oh, I'm pretty sure the abbess out at the temple would be like, no, it's...
No,
I mean...
no, you're very dead. You are rotting in the ground. Good job.
Look at all these poor bodies.
I
Oh.
realize.
I mean, I'd prefer to be these guys. I'll shoot arrows.
Are we not doing the thing?
I'm not doing what thing?
Oh,
On the
right.
thing?
I do need to do the thing.
You gotta
Do the do.
Do the doobly do. The doobly do. There we go. Now we're tiny. Oh
You're tiny.
no! I'm so small.
Still,
There we go.
who is that girl? Why does she have Lu Bu's old weapon?
I don't know. She's hot. Ken,
And can be
has.
flung through a frickin' pillar,
Ken has.
right?
Ken has.
Also, that weapon is way better in this version of the game than previous installments.
Is it?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Came in like a video.
Cannonball!
Wrecking ball.
oh man, what's Mandarin for cannonball? Because that would just be awesome. I bet you they have a word specifically
Oh, no
for
doubt.
that.
What should they do? Like iron ball, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
The breeders.
The breeders?
Yeah, the spitting in a wishing well, gonna wrong button. Crash on the last splash.
Zooge.
Zooge. Oh, and it's starting immediately.
Oh, give me a minute.
Sure.
We're looking up some Mandarin.
I am actually. Let's see. Google Translate, as reliable as that possibly is Dapao. That'd be Su? Dapao Su. Yeah. Cannonball.
That sounds like a type of soup. Cup of soup.
Cup of soup.
Yeah. Everything in Mandarin sounds like soup.
Soup.
Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's head to that spot just west of us
Yeah,
and
that's-
take out all
that's
those
shiny.
generals. Yeah. Oh no, like south of that, where all
Oh,
the
okay.
all the animal
Murder everything.
Murder,
Gotcha.
murder, sir.
animal generis. I almost said.
Did you say words? I'm not sure what just came out of your mouth.
I don't think they were words.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I realized that I was messing with Mandarin a minute ago, but
Who's Libe?
that would be me.
Okay.
I'm always on the bottom.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
Why does that guy have Cloud Sword? Ooh, you got the hooks.
Oop.
yep. Hook blades. Hold on, I'm gonna go rescue our objective that's being attacked right now.
Oh, okay.
Get lightning bolted. Because Liu Bei has lightning powers now, don't question it.
I mean, okay.
Alright, there we go. Coming back to wreck face.
You're a wrecked face.
Oh man, you destroyed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fighting with a fan?
Yep. Oh, it's Shahodun.
Getting wrecked is what he is. And dealt with. Be good, noob.
Hey, Liu Bei, it's your wife. She's down here with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Sun Shangxiang.
Which honestly sounds like a cool password to like a hidden base. Alright, we seem to have wiped them out. Back to the objective.
Mm-hmm.
Liu Bei, why you so slow?
Call a horse.
Michael 1 asks, are you going to rescue the objective with your hooks vaudeville style?
Yank.
I mean, that sounds like fun.
Oh, nice. Ceremony successful. Done. Look out. Yep.
Wah.
Nice.
The fire attack.
Oh god, it's
Fire
Sima
Nation
Yi.
attacking?
I'm coming.
Don't worry, he did.
Okay, good.
He did.
He very did.
He did!
Then I'll just watch. And jump down here in case we're
Okay,
stealing
so-
this boat.
I think we are. Whee! That was a very fast duel. I shall forget you, Sima Yi.
I mean, yeah, duh. Looks like we're moving to the south.
South.
Selfu? Selfu?
Oh, hilarious. This is the point where we need to beat all of the enemies between here and there, but since it's already done, we're just gonna automatically succeed this objective.
Yay.
Don't mind us, we just, went, oh, we need to do a ceremony? No, we're gonna murder everything first.
Me on my pony on my boat.
Get 'em all.
Oh god, if one of us hadn't gotten
amazing.
here and the boat leaves, oh man, just stuck on the far side, not being able to have fun.
That would suck.
Alright, let's get him. Bad things are about to happen. Unstoppable! I grabbed one of his guys and threw him at him!
Nice.
Oh, you got that guy, never mind.
Yep.
You go rock him. I'll keep pushing forward. I'm pretty sure I won.
Yeah.
Oh no, do you think I'm lost?
You went wrong by switching sides.
Level up! And now I have 3 Musou bars.
Nice.
And now everything's on fire!
Yeah.
And all you
I
guys
like
are about to
fire,
have a
I like
bad
fire.
day.
I like fire, I like fire. It goes
Haha,
whoosh,
killed him
crackle,
through a
crackle,
wall.
crackle, whoosh, crackle, 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 whoosh.
Next. Aw, can't go that way. Looks like I have to get back to where you are. As I watch generals die in the distance.
This is an interesting map.
Oh yeah. This is one of my favorite battles.
It's definitely one of the most interesting.
Here I come to save the day. Hey, what's up, buddy? You're about to not be alive anymore. Like that. That's right. It's all about virtue. Hey, Xiaopi. You're about to have a bad day. Because I'm the master of land-based juggling. God, I love this weapon. It's so brutal. I just took her to half health in a hit.
Nice.
Land-based cuddling.
Land-based cuddling. I mean, I'm also the master of that, yes.
You flee to safety.
Oh, no, you don't.
Shasha is withdrawing.
You withdraw all you want. I'm coming for you, punk.
Salute. Is he a character from Assassin's Creed? Because he kind of looks like it.
I think we made that joke last time.
This is what I get for not being here, because I'm being responsible and doing things.
And there's the guy who's about to die. Fighting Han Dong.
It's just a land-based cuddling.
Oh, good. We're in one of these situations.
I'll be there shortly.
It's
They were-
fine.
they were also
If I get rid of
fine.
him, I'll be fine. There we go.
Okay.
Switched. And now I should be able to finish this guy off.
Kick his butt.
Goodbye.
Hey, it's Pang Tong. Why didn't he actually get any, like, time?
Nice. I mean,
Like, he looks weird and
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
like he always does, but he didn't have any, like, actual screen time.
Shall be the beacons to light your way. We must move on. The next battle has already begun.
In your mind.
What? You're leaving already?
pay attention to my boob window.
I am sure we shall meet again.
Oh, I guess future wife.
Yeah, we're not married yet.
Hey, it's Daniel.
No!
It's a very small
I am
boob window.
McThulu!
The real McThulu has arrived.
No! You shall kung fu fight to the death!
My lord,
McThulu versus Negathulu.
What the?
Shushu. That day,
first fought together. And now, seeing the battlefield from Wei's encampment,
His costume is Bamf, though.
I know, right? Like, I wish I had that outfit.
I mean, I might can make that outfit.
is here.
True, but there's other outfits we need to make.
I am no master of strategy.
I need to make my brother into Jotaro Joestar, or
I am quite
Jotaro
ready,
Kujo.
in fact. Yes,
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
make use of me, my lord.
I mean,
I too wish to light your way to glory.
He's crying. Are you crying? Oh, I like this. This is a good mirror to what Xiao Xiao said to him.
Mm-hmm.
Walk with me.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Pang Tong's just standing
Hey,
there.
what up, Peng Tong?
Gonna say anything?
Nah. I'm a
J-
ninja.
Just going to be there.
I'm
The
a
vigor of
green
these great
ninja.
men was reflected within the river, as was their wisdom displayed by the flames that enveloped the battlefield. The alliance between Liu Bei and Sun Quan had earned a great victory over Cao Cao, leaving him with little choice but to halt his expansion south. Although simply driving off Cao Cao was not the great leap forward that Liu Bei needed to take. Zhuge Liang looked for an opening within Wu and ordered his men to occupy Jing province.
Juge.
Juge. Liu Bei asked to borrow Jing province from Wu until he could obtain a land of his own.
My bad.
Although Sun Quan disagreed at
Stop
first,
that.
he was later
Stop
persuaded
that.
due to the intervention of Lu Su. Around the same time, Shu Shu, who had advised Liu Bei at Xinye, rejoined him. In addition, Pang Tong, Huang Zhong, and Wei Yan came to serve Liu Bei as well.
I mean, yeah.
Looking to take the next step forward, Liu Bei continued to amass strength. In addition, as their relations with Wu continued to strengthen, a marriage proposal was brought before Liu Bei. And so Liu Bei was married to Sun Quan's younger sister, Sun Shengxiang.
She looks 12.
She's
And
not.
she's got a boob window.
A really tiny one. She's wearing a white blouse underneath her thing.
But it's still a boob window.
It's more of a boob arrow slit.
Yes. Which is an odd phrase.
Political matters like this will be fraught with pressure.
Hi, Peg Tog. Good of you to say something.
You don't see as much as you think you do. Just take a good look at them. Those are the faces of young people in love.
Nervous puppy. Nervous baby.
Happy. Excellent.
I like how he still can't talk in complete sentences after 8 games.
He's a foreigner.
And now she wears green.
Gotta change that livery, yo.
Always according to plan.
Translator's note, plan means Keikaku.
Kick, 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 kick.
And or to Zinch. Everything according to plan.
Hey, Bouncy Kitty.
Try, I'm still concerned that the Emperor said
2
that.
years had
Anyway.
passed since Liu Bei obtained Jing province. Cao Cao continued to expand his territory to the north, while Sun Quan solidified his hold on Jiangdong. Suddenly, the opportunity Liu Bei had been waiting for finally presented itself. He received requests for reinforcements from Liu Jiang in Hanzhong, who had been attacked by Zhang Lu. Liu Bei saw this as a chance to enter Liu Jiang's territory of Bashu and seize the land for himself.
Heck yeah.
If he could do so, then he could realize Zhuge Liang's plan to split the land into 3 kingdoms. Dividing the land into 3, it was an ambitious plan for him to compete for control of the lands together with Cao Cao and Sun Quan. However, would he be able to overtake his own relative Liu Jiang? Was that the path that he was destined to follow? While Liu Bei struggled with the decision, Pang Tong continued to urge him on for the sake of the land and its people.
He became a pirate ninja.
Once Liu Bei made up his mind, he advanced his army on Chengdu in Yi province. Together, Pang Tong, Huang Zhong, Wei Yan, and Shu Shu prepared for battle in order to claim a land for Liu Bei. I am totally Pang Tong.
Everybody Pang Tong tonight.
I think he should get some screen time. Like, yeah. What
Do
you
you want
use?
your computer?
Doesn't matter. How's the chat?
I mean, so far I'm a body snatcher and I am not a McFulu. And we're doing some, we started off with, body snatching, corporate sponsorships, and public service announcements. And then we went into, like, philosophy and politics for a minute there. Briefly.
Yeah.
I had a salad. I don't have it anymore.
You don't win friends with salad.
I love. We were talking about philosophy and existentialism. I had a salad.
Well, you see, part of why I'm late is my dad wanted to go
That
get
is
some
not
food.
his main weapon.
We went
Nope.
to Whataburger. I got what looked like a delicious salad, and I appear to have left it in his house.
Oh no.
Oh.
The stuff.
I mean, oh no.
So I'm going to find something far less healthy to
Wheels.
cram in my food all over.
Of wind and fire.
A little bit.
And thunder.
That's what he already has equipped, though. Let's see what else. I have a big fan. What?
I mean, I'm
What
a
else
big
would be-
fan. Joke wrote itself.
Yeah.
The thorny blade. It's so thorny.
I'll stick with the wind and fire wheels.
Oh. I've played this character before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I
Let's
did,
see.
didn't I? Forgot about that.
Yo.
I recall enjoying him.
Mm-hmm.
I am Shoo Shoo. Okay, let's get going.
Shoo shoo. Shoes.
Oh my god.
I stand funny.
You do. Let's see.
Like permanent horse stance.
我小叔叔 how the crap, let's get going. I always forget that one.
This land is absolutely necessary in order for Lord Liu Bei to establish his kingdom.
Cool.
But there's something about this battle. It's not like the others we fought.
Mixing in some Japanese with your Mandarin because they're
Yeah.
totally the same, right?
Yeah.
The battle won't end if the enemy stays holed up in there. Let's attack Mianju Fort and Fu Castle. That will open up a shortcut to Chengdu. Mianju Garrison and Fu Castle are strategic positions. Attacking them will surely divert our enemy's attention. I recommend we work on capturing one of those first.
If I can't have a salad, I guess I'll have vegetable chips.
Those two have studied tactics. It's great to see the number of strategists increasing. I've been serving Master Liu Bei for many years. Finally, it's time to take our country. I speak of benevolence, yet attack one of my family. Is this truly the path I should be taking?
Woman Xiaoba. Let's go.
My lord, it's me, the man you saved. I just found out that I'll become a father soon.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Such an arc!
I wonder if it will be alright to build a house in Chengdu. It would be a nice place to raise children.
See, I said that last time. He's survived every battle.
The way Lord Liu Bei rules will surely please the people of Yi Province. There's no doubt about it. Ye Old Province. Lord Liu Bei is clearly suffering. Is having the same name such a big deal?
Woman Xiaoba.
Philosophy continued. Salad is ultimately fleeting and illusory. Thank you, Michael.
It had croutons!
No, not the croutons.
And some kind of weird vinaigrette that I wanted to try. It was like an herb vinaigrette.
Man?
No.
Huang Zhang and Wei Yan are experienced officers. They're sure to help us in battle.
I'm one, John.
There's parsnip,
You are one.
Mara, sweet potato.
You are so
straightforward,
Master Liu Bei. I have to admit, at my age, it is almost irritating. But that's the best thing about you, Master Liu Bei. You understand that too, don't you? Applesauce. Liu Bei still doesn't have a country. I defeat Liu Zhang. Chengdu will be Liu Bei's.
He just stands. How is this stand?
The one called Ma Chao of Xiliang has apparently sided with Liu Zhang. Ma Chao, huh? Things will get ugly if he appears now as reinforcements.
Well, his name's in red, so I guess he's gonna be showing up.
Aren't Liu Zhang and Liu Bei related? I wonder if they couldn't just share Chengdu. No, I don't think so.
Why not?
The sleeping dragon is Zhuge Liang, and the fledgling phoenix is Pang Tong. We are lucky to have these great strategists. Our lord is sure to prevail. Zhuge Liang is also heading toward Chengdu. Things are looking good.
Alright. If I ever actually do help the SDA with a war and bring proper strategy, can I have a cool strategist name too? 'Cause come on. Fledgling Phoenix, Sleeping Dragon, that's cool.
Yup.
Oh no.
Hmm?
One minute.
Those are delicious, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very good.
Big surprise that my favorite is the sweet potato, but
Outside crispy chicken.
I feel safe when I'm near Shu Shu. I wonder why.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Are we maxing out at 2 dots on everything? Yeah, looks like it. We still aren't far enough into the story to be getting more than 2 dots.
Guess not. Okay.
More dots.
More dots.
Damage over time. Dot, 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 dot.
Is this
Everything
real?
dies.
Is this really the only way forward, Pang Tong? You've got too close to Master Liu Bei. That makes you feel his pain too intensely.
He's not a Delton.
However, Master Liu Bei has no other choice if he wants to obtain Yi Province. He must even trample family if that is what it takes. I fear that this battle will be too much for him, though. Master Liu Bei making his stand will greatly please the people of this region. That's why he must do this. This chaos, it isn't easy to deal with, is it, Pang Tong? You only just worked that out? Come on, let's go.
I can't believe you done this.
When we get home,
Yeah?
I need to print off the thing and immediately email it.
Okay.
The people at the arts festival sent me a thing. It said, "Please, you must sign and return this by yesterday." The email was sent yesterday,
What?
like at the end of the day, like I think at 7. Like how?
Way to provide notice, guys.
Way to go! Good job. I am no longer McSolo.
Yoink.
No.
Like one said, cool strategist name. This sounds like a job for the adjective list, the mythological creature list, and the dartboard.
This guy is insane. I forgot how ridiculous he was.
Ah, yes. The legendary Peakant Manticore.
Peaked Manticore? So, like, kind of sick?
Like Back One said, and a list of adjectives, a list of mythological creatures, and a dartboard.
Did you not take the south route?
No, I took the north one. But I can go back and take the south.
I've got laser beams.
Yan yan.
Everyone else is pushing that way pretty
Yan
well.
yan 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 yan.
got a pen?
So many.
Do you have a pen I may
Here's one.
commandeer? Mercy. I mean, thank you. Alright. Thank you. I wrote myself a note so I won't forget.
Mahan.
Oh no, it's been signed. The legendary soporific Sphinx.
This liability waiver is intense. As a participant, I recognize and acknowledge that there are certain risks of physical injury, and I agree to assume the full risk of any injuries, including death.
What's the button to
An
call
arts
the horse?
festival?
I'm going
L2
to a
should be.
festival. It's an arts festival. What? I mean, it's technically in the middle of the street.
Apparently,
so
the only
maybe-
way to unlock all these doors is to go where you're at, so I'm going your way.
Okay.
I don't think anyone in Norman hates the arts that much, though.
I mean, I don't know. The superintendent of noble schools is not
Maybe the
necessarily.
Chamber of Commerce.
I don't know. I can see Mary Phelan like driving right through, right through Campus Corner.
I don't know. Do you have combat reflexes?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that sounds like a great chance for you taking an AOO on her.
Yeah. I know.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Or 3, depending
I'm
on
right
how
behind
many
ya.
moves there is for the
Hey.
party.
I'll just Lux her from across the map. Boom. Okay.
Oh no, Phelan is attacking the art booth. That means she's in rage. Get her!
And then there were no more enemies. God, I like his ult. Musou attack, whatever it's called. Yeah, okay.
Wait.
You guys aren't strategizing, this is pure tactics.
Pure tactics and just combat
And you're not
prowess.
even using that, you're just beating people up with your abilities.
I mean, there's some tactics involved in how I use those abilities and when I use them, but yeah.
You're an opportunity to test my tactics.
God, I
You're
love.
an opportunity.
Oh.
I just love the hook shot effect that he can do. And then there were no more bad guys. Next.
Yeah, you can cook everything but that gatekeeper who's a friend by him.
And I got the gatekeeper.
Ah.
Are you the key master?
Mark, is Pentrom secretly a skeleton?
No, he's secretly a moth.
Your enemies keep turning blue.
That's the weapon. It inflicts a
It makes
slow
them
effect.
blue. That's your attack.
I'm blue, dabba dee babba da. dabba dee. I'm sorry, were you trying to block? I just hook shotted you to the face and then, pulled you into my sword. Now get up off the ground.
Michael 1 has found an adjective generator, but the mythological creature generator is taking a bit longer. Maybe we could cheat by sticking to the order of pairs.
The doors are open. Let's go.
The gates are open. Fox, he's on our side.
Alright, I'm heading left.
Okay, I'll go right.
To the left, to the left. That guy had an epic mustache.
Can't go through that way, but you bye.
I think this enemy has learned the importance of not being there when I'm swinging my weapons. You know, it's funny that you say that, but I'm not alone. Or was that the guy yelling at you?
I think it might have been the guy yelling at me, but I didn't
you're
notice
right.
the name.
Yeah, it's him. You've got some skill. Show me your moves. Sorry, that's just what I thought of when I heard that.
Sure.
I immediately thought of Dante just, this party's getting crazy.
Yep.
Oh, now I want to watch Devil May Cry, or play Devil May Cry.
Is there an enemy above us, or is he just not loaded in? They're all stopped. There he is! Wow, I'm killing things so fast that they're not loading in. Ah, we seem to be waiting on you to finish up your side. Ah, because we needed a siege engine to break open the front door. That's why we're waiting on you.
Aha.
Battering rams forward! Alright, battering ram, I need you to figure out your pathing. Or catapult, or whatever it is. Do you have to wait till the other one gets there because it's screwed up its pathing?
I feel like this
Possibly.
interruption has a lot more sodium than the solid had.
Nope, main gate destroyed. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Everybody get him! That's your plan? Yeah!
Well, we are already green.
Listen. Oh, he's the one who uses the
There's only like
brush.
a lance.
shall pierce the heavens. Oh.
Ah!
Hey, what's up?
Ah!
I'm sure that sounded more impressive in your head.
Derp! Michael 1 says, The Battering Ram. A new restaurant specializing in fried mutton.
I got laser beams. I got laser beams. You're in trouble, Macho. Never stood a chance. Well, that was easy.
My die.
Ooh, he didn't die from that.
Look at all these mobile unit captains.
Oh my god! I think you found their army.
You should obliterate them all with a big Muso attack.
That's a good idea. Level up. That was incredible.
That was awesome.
That was brutal.
Come join me for the final fight.
Hey, wait, there's still some dudes over here.
Alright, fine. You
Wrong
kill all
game, though.
those. Ha 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 ha.
All the speed shoes.
I got him.
Nope, okay.
He was all that was left, and he was in my way. Thank you. Hiya!
Hiya!
Master Little John. Don't know feeling sorry for him. Listen carefully. People are happy to be your subjects. A benevolent man wouldn't praise you.
Looks like you did pretty good.
Why didn't you say?
Don't we have battlefield medics?
Not really.
My lord, let me take this chance. There are times when it can be best to hide your true face. No matter what happens, you must keep showing the people benevolent visage.
Enough. I understand. Say no more.
Yes. This is my final lecture. Fly high, my lord, to the very top.
Fly, you fools.
Although Liu Bei lost Pang Tong during the battle, he forced Liu Jiang to surrender and obtained Yi province. After wandering the land for such a long time, Liu Bei had finally obtained a territory of his own. It was this action that helped realize Zhuge Liang's plan to divide the land in three. Liu Bei of Shu, Cao Cao of Wei, and Sun Quan of Wu. The chaos entered an era of three kingdoms. 2 years later, Cao Cao defeated Zhang Lu and gained control of Hanzhong, which lay next to Yi province. In order to put a stop to Cao Cao's momentum, Liu Bei promised to return Jing province in exchange for Sun Quan's assistance. Sun Quan agreed to the proposal and set out to invade Wei's territory of Hefei. Coordinating his movements, Liu Bei mobilized his army to attack Hanzhong. His plan was to capture Hanzhong and drive out Wei in order to make it into a base for bringing an end to the chaos. Impressed by Liu Bei's aspirations, the valiant warriors Ma Chao and Ma Dai were full of fighting spirit. The veteran warrior Huang Zhang also eagerly made his way towards Mount Dingjun. I'm Ma Chao.
Yeah. That's not his starting one. Why does the AI keep doing that?
I don't know. Spur. Silver
Yeah.
Stallion.
Butt stallion.
Butt stallion.
He's made of diamond.
Spear and halberd.
Nice.
That works.
Spear and magic halberd.
Magic halberd.
Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit.
Wait.
With my spirit magic halberd.
That was kind of my first D&D character.
Elmer Fudd.
Not exactly, just the... I was coming in at, like, level 12 or something. So, Taylor rolled on a table to see what kind of, like, special fancy items I'd have to put me on par with everybody else. And I got a spear and magic helmet.
With my spirit magic helmet.
Honestly, if you had a magic halberd, why would you have a spear?
Is that what you're using?
No. It was not.
What's your
Something
farm
that-
strength?
It's something that isn't... Man, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, always a true Muso.
Cry havoc.
And let loose the dogs of war.
With a mighty roar.
Michael Lund says, maybe the spear has sentimental value, or the halberd's magic is unreliable. Clumsy says, lots of sentimental value, as dumb and can't hear all of this, dang it, the 6th place, like Ruby Tuesday.
Thanks. Clumsy.
Xiahou Yuan is holed up tightly at Mount Dingjun. If enemy reinforcements arrive, it will be difficult to take it. Yet we have to do so, whatever the cost. We must realize Master Liu Bei's world of benevolence. The Wei are short-handed. Attack them before their reinforcements arrive. Xiahou Yuan is one of Cao Cao's most trusted men. They are sure to send in reinforcements to aid him. It's me, the one saved by Lord Liu Bei. I've left my wife and child behind at Chengdu so I can go out to earn some money. After this battle, I intend to go to Fan Castle. Both Lord Liu Bei and my family are important to me. That's why I fight for them. The land is currently divided into 3 domains. We must work hard in order to unify them. Taking control of the peaks at Hanzhong will put us in a good position to attack Wei. We must not let our lord down. That Ma Chao and Ma Dai who joined with Master Liu Bei at Chengdu, apparently they are originally from Yang Province. I heard that Cao Cao took out their entire family. Their anger toward him must be quite something. I'm having trouble drawing my bow. Maybe Huang Zhang could help me if I gave him some paper. Draw bow paper? I get it.
Lame.
Having seen the justice of Master Liu Bei, I have sworn to fight alongside him. I shall put my strength to good use. He's a hothead, I'm the first to admit it, but I feel the same way. I want to fight hard and win this battle, not just for Master Liu Bei, but also for the people.
It's time for justice.
I like girls, but this time, it's about justice.
Thank you, that was what I was trying to think of.
I've dedicated my whole life to caring for horses. Just look at this steed.
It's a horse, yep.
Look at my horse is amazing.
Give it a horse. It tastes just like horse.
The enemy Xiahou Yuan is apparently a master of the bow. Ah, don't mention that to General Huang Zhang. He'll get all worked up if he hears about it.
And it turns back again if you tug on its horse.
The enemy officer Xiahou Yuan also uses a bow, I hear.
Shut up,
Let's
Lord,
see
get on
what
my
skills this upstart has then. Hey, Wei's main camp is located at the summit of Mount Dingjun. Just getting there will be exhausting.
You're exhausted?
Why am I so tired? I wish Huang Zhang would tell me his secret.
I'm old.
Charging downhill. No, that's too dangerous.
What?
An uphill charge. Or no, a downhill charge. Like falling blossoms.
Nice.
It is very sad that we lost Pang Tong at Chengdu. I'm remembering him now for some reason. Huang Zhang, Ma Chao, and Ma Dai. We have many interesting people on our side.
Madai.
Hanzhong was established by Liu Bang himself, the founder and first emperor of the Han. Occupying it will further increase your renown, Master Liu Bei.
Madai. He paints them with Madai. Carry on.
My wayward son.
Oh,
There'll be
wayward.
peace when we are done.
It will also give us an advantage in our battle against Wei. We must take this land, whatever the cost.
The shoe just dropped. Wayward.
Oh.
You could say we're the clan of the foot.
Oh, get out.
We have to beat up some turtles.
Wu has agreed to fight Wei with us here and at Hefei, on the condition we return Jing province. I wonder if their plans will actually work. I'm starting to get worried.
Let's get out of here.
Save one more time.
So we don't have to talk to everybody again.
The time has come. Start the attack. Understood.
Alright.
That's some schoolyard class banter. Someone shut these guys up.
Looks like the only way up is the direction you're going.
Yep.
Michael 1 inquires if you're building a black hole generator.
Yeah, more or less. It's technically a paintbrush, but yeah, it works that way.
I mean, yeah.
The artist would know.
Yeah, I figured out the Musou attack is interesting. It actually is a lob shot, so I have to do it further back instead of point blank. So it's a skill.
Somehow expecting you to end that in stir.
Hold up, and catch.
Nice.
Got rid of all of the guys around him.
Yep.
Ain't nobody got anything on my black hole generator. Duh. I also apparently can cut through dimensions. So basically I've got Kuwabara's sword. Only it generates black holes too.
So you're the most powerful of all.
Oh yeah. I mean, are you watching that?
Yeah, I am.
Like, what? Did you see me juggle him across the map?
Like, what? You're like... the paintbrush from Okami.
Kinda, yeah.
Totally different country. But I mean... now it looks like a giant toilet brush.
I thought the paintbrush was basically the player.
Yeah.
Zhao Jang. Choose.
Oh no, the sun goddess has been turned into a wolf or something. You're a paintbrush. Help her retrieve her power.
I mean, you're not wrong. This is nonsense. This is just absolute nonsense of my powers.
Also, you can make her pee on things.
What?
He's still talking about Okami.
Oh, yes.
The yellow torrents, and I think there's another one too for poops. Because mature humor. Yep.
Yep. That was a really good game, too. Oh, come.
There you go, path cleared.
I love, though, whenever you look at the, like, stories of Amaterasu, they're basically describing a large Viking woman. Like this irrefutably fair, tall, like, woman who was otherworldly and resembled the sun. Like, yeah, nah. She's a Swede. And, like, that time period, it makes sense. Like, they were Vikings. And there's evidence that they were in that area. So why not?
The guy tried to stab you in the back, and I killed him.
It's like when you call a friend and ask if they want to come out and go hiking, and they show up wearing, you know, like armor and have a big axe. Like, no, hiking, not a Viking.
I mean, why not both?
Why not Zoidberg?
Why not
How are you
Zoid?
supposed to go a Viking when you're out hiking? There aren't settlements out there generally.
I mean,
I guess you could like pillage.
you run around burying all of your valuables under like the
Wait,
dirt
how do you
rocks
jump
and
on the horse
creating
again?
hordes.
Just hit the hit the strong attack button while you're in the spot.
Strong attack button.
Triangle?
Why
That's
are,
what I'm doing.
Try getting off the horse. Because I wasn't on the horse when I hit the button.
Oh, okay.
Then why'd you come down on horse?
Because it put me on a horse when I hit the button.
There it is. Yep.
Oh! Auto horse. Okay.
Shut up, woman, get on my horse. That guy's like mega goth.
Michael Lynn says, why are you attacking? Dude, he's wielding a giant toilet brush. I don't want that on my tombstone.
Oh,
dude.
Yes! Brush powers of death.
Go back to the toilet where you all came from.
Yeah, get out of here with that nonsense. I ain't got time for you. Oh, different one's shooting me. Lovely. That one's dead. Oh yeah, this is much better at blowing away this thing. Honk. Another one down. Finally, let's go. Can we not get up that way? Oh, damn. Hold on.
Okay, we gotta go back this way.
It appears you're making paper tigers without paper.
Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way.
You're going the wrong way. I wondered. I was like, where are you going, bro? Where are you going? Better come back up. Time to go get Xiao Xiao.
Yep. I confused my little arrow down on the map for yours.
Ah. Actually, I'm gonna go bust up all the commanders down in the south.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay. Ha 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 ha. Well, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, gatekeeper, get out of my way.
Get out of here.
Yeah? You promise?
Wow, he immediately got out. I'm your worst nightmare. Ow!
Woo!
No,
Xiao
shoot.
Xiao wrecked?
Hey Daniel, would you grab me a drink?
No.
please?
There.
The Shu forces emerged victorious from the Battle of Mount Dingjun. With this victory,
Mount
Shu
Dingus.
gained the control of the something. Meanwhile, within Jing Province, Guan Yu mobilized his army towards the battle lines in Hanzhong. Jing Province had always been precariously balanced. Once Liu Bei captured Yi Province, Wu demanded that he fulfill his promise and return Jing to them. However, Guan Yu, who had been placed in charge of Jing Province by Liu Bei, stubbornly refused to hand it over. A crack had developed in the relationship between Shu and Wu. At that moment, Guan Yu led his children into battle to attack Wei's stronghold of Fan Castle.
I'm not a fan.
His move was like a blade aimed straight for Cao Cao's throat in his location at Xuchang. The situation grew more tense by the instant. The gaze of Wei and Wu was firmly fixed on Guan Yu's actions. However, it was all in an effort to deliver the land to his sworn brother, Liu Bei.
Yeah, okay.
The god of war Guan Yu, along with Guan Suo, Guan Xing, and Guan Yinping, was in high spirits as he appeared to attack Fan Castle.
Yeah, okay, but maybe act with, everybody on board?
No, just gonna bring the kids.
Girl power.
So bring your kids to War Day.
Bring your kids to War Day. Oh, man, that's good. Oh, she's the one who's supposed to be using this. Okay. I haven't used this yet. Aw, dang it. No, okay. Great axe. Daddy would be proud. Aw, again, same element.
Yeah.
Crimson Wall. Yes! Yes, Daddy is still proud.
Hey, Sauron, is this yours? Was this yours, Sauron?
Oh, man.
I found it lying by the side of the road.
Yeah, we need some better dual blades.
Did you drop it? Were you running somewhere at the time?
Ah, he's got a lot of 3 stars. Some cards. The flail sword.
Elite Dangerous Edge.
Easy reality cloth. Lol.
Yeah.
What?
Double spear.
Green dragon. Dragon claw.
I'm fine for skills.
Operation A Horse.
I promise to give my best and live up to my brave father's reputation.
Aw. Daddy would be proud.
It's Raven.
What are you not wearing, girl?
Clothes. The answer is clothes.
The enemy are scouting frequently. Their main force will attack soon. So they let us take the castle for surrounding us. Have we just been dancing to their tune?
Do you guys need a ride?
They surely plan to make use of it.
Brick. Found a brick. I don't understand what the heck just happened.
Okay. We can win
I think she just, accidentally broke the well.
together.
Assuming that's a well that she was
Or
sitting on.
something.
No, she was just ripping it 2 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pull.
It's a joke of, haha, of course, even Guan Yu's daughter is,
Far too strong.
yeah. She don't know her own strength.
I don't recommend thinking like that.
Father, is something the matter?
My children, your era, a new land of benevolence lies before us.
I am also big.
Your honor and
We're the Power Rangers, only everybody's Green Ranger.
Michael once said, just say no to hazy reality clock.
Alright.
Okay.
Lots of people. Wang Fu. Shushu strategies have
gotta
always
be
proved
wearing some
effective in
Wang
battle.
Fu.
He is very reliable. Shushu has decided to side with us after Chirby. This is a very big gain for us.
Like a high gain antenna.
Dangerous things to ask your wife. How's my Wang Fu?
Peng Tong's calm tone will be dearly missed. D becomes CL, especially during these troubled times. His death at Chengdu cannot be reversed. We must all fight to avenge him.
And vice versa. And who hasn't seen a...
Avenge to fight him?
Hydrogen Doreen.
The battle at Mount Dingjun ended in our victory.
Entered in our victory.
We can now expect reinforcements to come.
Not here. This is a kid's show.
Guan Yu is indeed a mighty warrior, but things like Shu Province happen. I know there's no point in thinking about what happened. Perhaps it's the rain that made me think about it.
You okay there with your speech patterns?
No.
You didn't just have a stroke, did you, Mark? I'm a little worried.
Share McDon.
And or did you
Where
become
there's-
Bill Cosby?
There's a heavy bertation. Ha, ha, ha. Don't you remember me? It's me.
Yeah, it
I
is.
just came here from Mount Dingjun. I'm exhausted. I'm
wait,
probably
I'm
the
sorry.
first one to arrive. Everyone else should be arriving soon.
I swear, man, did you just make it your life policy to be at every single battle of Shu?
I mean, he needs a promotion.
Seriously?
Ah,
How is
choo!
he still a private?
I must have caught a cold after being exposed to all that rain.
That's not how colds work.
They didn't know that back then.
And rain will make you cold.
Guan Yu and his family should run a business. He can make his kids work for free, low labor costs.
I'm standing right here.
No, we need them all out on the battlefield. Don't give him any ideas.
Especially stupid ones.
Yeah.
Welcome to Guan Yu's soup shop. It's called the God of War and Bread.
Lady Guan Yinping gets her strength from her father. I've seen her take out a stone wall more times than I can count. Oh, yeah.
Now,
must
okay,
have must
no.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah!
find the sprite, find her character, take it out of this game and put it into Gmod and have her kick down a wall and somebody once told me.
What?
Oh yeah!
I've also seen some of the men picking up the fragments afterward. They make protective charms out of them, apparently.
Oh no, she's a battle sister. She broke a wall and they turned it into...
Lord Liu Bei always talks about the people he failed to save during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. He still talks about it as if it happened recently. He is such a benevolent person.
Somebody get that girl some power armor. Girls love power armor.
Girls love power.
Guan Yu has many Guan Yu has many children. Has many children. Has Guan Yu.
Wow.
From the eldest to
Really?
youngest.
Abraham?
Sure.
Doing the Abraham song? Alright, carry on.
Although, yeah, that's the version that I'll...
Many beards had
Father Durin. From eldest to youngest, there's Guan Ping, Guan Xing, and Guan Suo. Oh, and he has a daughter, Guan Yinping. It's hard remembering their ages, let alone their names.
What do you mean, oh? What, because she's a girl, you can't remember her name?
Lord Guan Xing can appear a little vacant, but that doesn't mean he isn't thinking.
Vacant. Yeet.
What?
This dude's empty. Yeet!
Yeet.
What?
It's an internet joke.
Y'all
Carry
need to
on.
be on the internet more.
Somebody got it.
It sounds like someone was empty and was then hurled off of something.
Yes, you are correct.
For some reason.
I don't even remember the beginning of that meme. I just remember it was on Vine back when Vine was still a thing.
It's from Vine when a dude like is drinking a soda or something, and he finishes and he goes, "This bottle's empty." Yeet! Throws it, and so now it's just a thing.
Okay.
It's funny.
Internet.
Someone did it with Samurai Jack, with the girls wearing the masks and the new Samurai Jack fighting him. There's a point where he does get one of them over a cliff and just chunks her, and so someone had it with, "This girl's empty." Yeet! that's
Okay.
Alrighty then.
It's not as funny when you have to explain it.
It's still funny.
John,
What?
in my bag is my flask. Gimme.
Get ye flask.
Get ye flask. Obvious exits are
Woman now?
Yeah.
Obvious exits are kind of a bit to the east and spider.
To the east?
Yeast.
Yeet!
Yeet.
He has true foresight and instantly knows what needs to be done. It might be hard to see, but he's a genuous, no doubt about it.
Melissa.
Oh no, I stole their toys!
Oopsie.
I'm a bad babysitter person.
You're a bad.
I'm a bad man. Oh,
Where's this thing?
it might be in the front pocket, like the very, very front, at the top. You know, where it doesn't make logical sense.
Oh yeah, that's
here?
a weird jam. It seems kind of brown in this light, actually.
My father and brothers are here. We'll turn back these enemies, no
What's
problem.
in this?
With water.
Uh-huh.
Wiswater?
With water.
What's this smell like?
I'm not sure why, though, but this rain gives me a really bad feeling.
Maybe because you're not wearing a coat.
It's going to rain. It's going to rain.
Maybe
I've got a bad feeling about this.
maybe what you're feeling
What's the weather
is
like,
pneumonia.
Guanjing? It's raining sideways.
I don't think this is jam. I think this is applesauce.
What?
It smells like applesauce.
Maybe it's apple butter.
It could be applesauce.
If we drive off the enemy here, then we've captured Jing Province. I need to use my strength to bring victory to my father and to Shu.
Shoes. Oh my god, shoes.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's get some shoes.
Let's strike before our attack range becomes more limited. With me, Guanping. Yes, father.
Yeah, that's apple butter.
We shall clear away these dark clouds.
You're a dark cloud.
More
What
like a
is
dark
her
cloud.
weapon even?
You're about to see.
I can't go that way. Okay.
Dork cloud.
What?
Yeah, and then she just buffs her own attack power.
What?
BT dubs.
What the
She
heck
is
kind of-
self-buffs.
Whoa! What?
Ah! Power thirst.
So she
400 babies!
just went on Maho Shoujo briefly, and now she's. Oh boy! Is that attack just like her lifting a big piece of?
Yes, she is grabbing the earth,
terrain.
creating a boulder, and then smashing you with it.
Oh, she is Titan from Final Fantasy.
Havoc.
Looks like that buff you're using depleted.
Yeah, maybe I caught the strength up. I thought she did that herself.
It may have been like one of your triangle things.
But that's what I've been doing. I haven't activated it again. And mostly I've just been knocking this dude around.
Yeah, he's just getting
Dead.
like they do.
Look at this really like alpaca. Look at that alpaca.
That is really cute.
He's so cute. He's like, oh my goodness.
That reminds me of a couple of pictures I saw of like a squirrel with a taco and another squirrel with a waffle.
Get out the way.
Woo. Get out the way.
Oh, it's got muley bowish qualities to it. Kind of just standing there. I'm frightened to see what the heck her Musu attack does.
Me too. Let's go get that
Can't
group
get
of
through
guys
there.
right there. Hey guys!
Guan Ping has died in battle.
Neat!
Oh no.
Did you just stab me? I am a delicate flower! Now die!
Die.
That's not a way that I can go.
That horse looks awesome.
Why did Guan Ping get his Dumbars killed? And why does, like, the victory condition don't let any more of the Guan kids get killed?
It's red hair.
Come here, horse. Horse! Thank you. I'm going to the rest of the kids.
Okay.
Also, dude, somebody's inside our castle.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Like, there's a whole bunch of enemy generals over there, but I'm gonna go defend our main guys who are retreating. Oh yeah, we're withdrawing from this battle. And now you're dead. Opportunity found. Okay, it's hilarious when she does Xiao
Sorry.
Xiao Ren's stance in her skirt. That's really funny looking. That.
The charge attack that weapon gives her is fairly amusing. What do you mean keep
Keep up with, yeah, right? Pretty sure your brothers are trying to keep up with you, man.
Yeah, it's like, protect Guan Yu's children. She doesn't need any protection. The enemy probably wants protection from her.
We're almost there. The escape point lies just ahead.
Are you trying to escape?
Because we lose this battle.
Oh,
Did you not remember that?
nah, I forgot. There's a bit of little narrative dissonance. It's like, you guys are kicking the absolute arse of everyone around. So it's weird that you're losing the battle.
That's a lot of generals.
I got this.
Bonk, 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 bonk. You're all over the place.
Just murdered everything.
Nice.
And then did that special that you couldn't do for some reason.
Huh?
I don't know what trick is that. She did the magical girl thing.
Oh yeah?
It has the jeez, look at all the loot!
Yeah, why do you think I'm running around grabbing it all before I deal with this
Hey,
guy?
look at Quan. You look like a complete dunderhead.
Oh, I think we were supposed to run away from all those generals. Oops.
Oh well.
Because everyone else booked it to the other side of the map.
And now they're having difficulty advancing somehow.
I'm coming, guys.
Yeah, I guess there are a bunch of enemy forces in there. there aren't many enemy forces there anymore. With all the murder.
Sorry about the murder.
Never mind the bollocks. Come on, Zhao Yan. Get out of the water so I can kill you. There we go.
I like how you're still murdering everyone in the castle.
Well, yeah, I mean, how else are you supposed to play this game?
You know, going to the objectives like I'm doing.
Psh.
It was time to cover ground when there's things to kill.
Yeah. You, Jin, stop being such a coward. Get back here.
Yep, I triggered it again somehow. Yep, it is. It is definitely a self buff.
Yep.
Oh, I bounced him against the wall.
Nice.
And it's all sparkly and unsocially.
Wrong button.
It's rage mode time! I've got rage for days! Dealt with. Next. Get wrecked, Sima Yi. Hey, you came to save me. Yep. Magical girl powers activate. Dead.
Face. She must have Muso Springs 15
Level
or
up.
something. How quickly that gets back.
This is as far as you go. My blade shall be the last thing you see in this life.
Hey, Tyran, did you drop one of these?
Oh, hey, look, Xiao Ren. Oh, jeez. Hey, man, can you get off my back while I'm killing your friend? Oh, thank you. Did you get him? No, you didn't.
No, not yet.
There we go. There we go. Doing work. All right, his friend's done. Get my weapon back out.
All these mobile unit captains.
Yes!
Yeah!
Get wrecked.
That was some bad news buttocks for them.
Everything dies.
Even Tyran's got the I'm the scary guy this time buff. Isn't doing too well.
Do you see how many buffs I have around me because I've just murdered everything?
Yep. Muso pots, health you don't need.
Hey, Xiao Ren. How do you like it?
Hey Tyran, did you lose a shield like this one at some point? Oh, we got out of it.
No, he didn't.
Oh. Nice.
It looks like a Gundam.
He is a Gundam.
Or a Zaku.
Zaku.
Really? One jerk with an arrow.
No, bad idea.
And then the bleeding began.
And then the bleeding began. just break it. Leave it alone.
Father, would you like me to kick their asses? I have a couple of big rocks on a pole.
I said it like it was. Yes. Tell my brother I am sorry. Yes. Be strong.
No, we can totally take these dudes.
Like, we murdered 1,000 of them before we got here.
I think we're good.
I want to fight too! I have a full gauge! I can kill most of them!
Seriously.
Come on, really? You and brother are gonna have all the fun?
That's natural move.
Break them all!
For real,
And the
like,
bleeding continued.
like your guts should be like out on the ground right now. Do you die standing up?
Yes, that's actually in the book.
The Shu forces managed to overcome certain defeat at Fan Castle. However, there was a heavy price to pay for its victory. The god of war was slain in battle. The extraordinary hero Guan Yu fell at Fan
He
Castle.
didn't actually fall. He was like standing.
Behind it all was an agreement between Wei and Wu to conspire against Guan Yu in Jing province. Wei feared Guan Yu's advance north and offered a Jing province to Wu in exchange for its cooperation. Upset with Shu for occupying Jing province, Wu quickly agreed to the proposal. Wu dissolved its alliance with Shu and invaded Jing province in order to slay Guan Yu. In this way, Guan Yu was defeated and Wei gained momentary peace, while Wu obtained the lands of Jing province. Amidst the chaos, the land found itself divided into three. It was a dangerous predicament for all concerned. With each kingdom having its own design for the land, there would be countless turmoil to follow. Just then, sad news found its way to Liu Bei in Chengdu.
Brave children. Where is your father? Father said to tell you that he was sorry. No. Guan Yu.
Oh, we also lost one of our brothers, but you know.
Not now. Please! Zhang Fei's forces has turned on us! He and his men have slain Master Zhang Fei and joined with Wu! No. Not Zhang Fei.
So 2 of the brothers died. I wasn't aware that happened. I don't remember this part.
Wu has shown us the true colors.
Both by treachery.
My lord.
It's red. It's like red and white.
Shut up.
My lady. Forgive me. I fear this will be hard on you.
But I'm going to have to kick the crap out of your family.
I'm no longer have any choice. We must defeat Wu and Wei and rule this land. That is how I shall honor my fallen brothers.
With vengeance.
Previously, he had sworn an oath in the Peach Garden with his two sworn brothers. They vowed that even though they were born at different times, they would die together as one. However, in addition to Guan Yu's death at Fan Castle, Zhang Fei was also slain by a group of his own men. Liu Bei was alone. He felt a deep sadness, along with uncontrollable rage. Shortly thereafter, Cao Cao of Wei also died, leaving his son Cao Pi to rule in his stead.
The punk.
The Han Emperor then abdicated the throne in favor of Cao Pi, who named himself the Emperor of Wei. Upon hearing this news, Liu Bei named himself Emperor of Shu in order to carry on the Han legacy. With the advent of the new year, Liu Bei declared his intent to avenge his sworn brother by attacking Wu. He refused to listen to the advice of his chancellor, Zhuge Liang, and led his army to war.
Yup.
Protecting Liu Bei was Zhao Yun, along with the descendants of his sworn brothers, Zhang Bao and Guan Xing. Would the sadness and anger of Liu Bei realize its quest for vengeance at Yiling? I will be Guan Xing. Always giving me that double pike.
I know, right? Like, I don't know why it did that. I feel like that's a glitch.
Where's his X? There it is. Wing blades.
What if you want to play as Guan Ping instead? What's the freaking name? Ah!
Guan Yiping.
Yiping. There we go. Backwards.
Not Guan Peeing. Which is what you said.
I had like a space in there. Shut up.
Sure you did.
Maybe a hyphen.
It's more like one P.
Ying.
There's an
There's a ying.
awkward-
There's a Y there. For crying out loud.
It's like
Ooh,
when you
curved blade.
realize
Do the
to-
curved sword.
Yeah?
Do it. Do it.
Alright.
Do it and giggle all the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like when you realize with sudden horror that you've been urinating for a while. But you
Is-
thought you weren't.
I mean, is that a common problem for you?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I fight so that honor may carry the day.
Ah, he's the one who uses the flail blade thing.
Back to the camp.
Your face isn't ready for war.
I have experience in battle. Tell me, why do you seek to stop me?
Guan Xing, letting you loose out there would only put you at risk.
I am no longer a child. I cannot afford to be.
You have to reverse. No, that's not how that works. He's got a better idea of how that works.
Headbutt.
He's just carrying all of them.
Leave him be. He has proven his worth in battle. His desire to avenge his father is identical to your own. However,
I'm glad that,
the fact
you know,
that the two of you are
it
fighting
landed
each other
handle side towards him.
shows that you still have much to learn. Come, follow me, both, for vengeance.
For vengeance!
Teal hexagon.
By what?
That's all I
his
saw.
forehead.
There's that teal hexagon on his head, man.
Okay, mission kill everything.
Shing's style is weird. Like, it's badass, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Like that, like, spinning thing. Whoosh! I'm a blade bird! It's also surprisingly effective.
Mm-hmm. It's really easy. It's really good at getting around guards.
Musa attacked him.
I don't know.
That's easy, huh? He kind of depleted this pack.
Yep. That was the plan.
Not sure why he even kept coming for you. He was alone. You never want to be the last guy. I misread the smart bike.
Smart bike?
It says you acquired a Swift bike.
Oh,
I
okay.
misread it as smart bike. Digital spear or fish, not sure which. He fights like a swirly bird.
He is a swirly bird.
That sounds like a toilet aiming of some sort. Slightly, your morale meter's nearly maxed.
Do we have morale meters?
Yeah, up near the top right.
Oh. Can I not destroy this thing? I can't destroy this thing. Damn it.
I can't swear she's not like up at the castle, just punching it down.
Right?
If he has a problem with accidentally tearing down walls, why not weaponize that and go tear down a wall?
Mm-hmm.
Just take out the bricks.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Like that'd be her fighting style. Just go up to a fortification, rip out bricks, and throw them at the defenders.
Dorn would be proud. And another one.
I'm not sure I got the reference you just made. Who have you heard?
Dorn. It's another 40k joke.
Okay, it's like at first I thought they said Durin, and I was confused. I don't remember Durin doing anything like that. I should have realized this 40k guy had to do. So if it name like Dorn, I'm guessing Orc.
Dorn. As in Primarch of the Imperial Fists, Dorn.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
Did you win?
I just killed him.
Oh.
What? Huh?
What?
Okay.
Oh, he wanted to kill,
Oh.
I guess.
No, plot-wise, he escapes this battle.
Oh.
I may have murdered his character on the screen, but he
Liu
gets
Bei's
away.
rage was defeated before the bravery and wisdom of Wu. While protecting Liu Bei, the Shu officers withdrew to Baidi Castle. During the battle, Liu Bei had overexerted himself and fallen ill as a result. Liu Bei's health continued to grow worse as his officers and his people looked on in concern. His son, who he dropped on his head, took over for him. However, Liu Bei quietly accepted his fate. He had not yet achieved his destiny, but he had lived. He had lived and fought for his cause. In the name of his aspirations and for the sake of the people, he had simply followed his passions. Therefore, he did not have any regrets. His death was merely the next phase of his destiny. He took heart knowing that those who followed him would continue fighting for his cause.
Who's that guy?
That's his son, who he
Oh.
dropped on his head. And so his spirit was free to join his sworn brothers in the Peach Garden as promised. The hero fell to the chaos of the land.
There are some weird ghosts in that garden right now, I guess. Ever notice that every time someone falls ill, they die in very short order?
Is he alright? Is he alright?
Take this. Give this to me, please.
Lord Liu Bei! Lord Liu Bei!
Wei Yan's barely contained barbarian rage.
Barbarian Rage.
Brooklyn Rage.
Thank you. Also, get out of my head.
I leave it all to you. The people of Shu. Our dreams of a land of benevolence. My beautiful wife. I am so sorry for the pain I have caused you.
Even her fingernails are green.
My lord, with you, I was happy.
From you, John Bei. Where have you been, my brothers?
No! Lord Liu Bei, don't leave me!
Yes,
Waiting on your sorry butt.
we made our vow.
His hair lacks gravity and it bothers me.
It does. Gravity defying hair rests over your
My
ears.
hair defies all gravity.
Sorry, he's moving to the country. He's gonna eat a lot of peaches.
I mean,
Boo.
Millions of peaches. Peaches, you see.
The virtuous hero known as Liu Bei died quietly following the Battle of Yiling. Liu Shan succeeded his father as Shu Emperor, and Zhuge Liang was named his advisor. Or Liu Shan. Zhuge Liang dispatched an envoy to Wu in order to repair the relationship between the two kingdoms, and the alliance between them was renewed. Afterwards, Zhuge Liang moved to attack the southern regions, which were home to many indigenous tribes. He defeated the king of the tribes, Meng Huo, in battle and managed to pacify the region. With this victory, he eliminated any threat of attack from the south. He could focus on putting a stop to Wei's ambition and bringing an end to the chaos. After 4 years of careful preparations, Zhuge Liang finally began his northern campaign against Wei. His goal was to capture each region in the north and then take Chang'an so that he could eventually invade Xuchang. The path was long and ambitious. However, he was determined to fulfill Liu Bei's dying wish. Rallying the troops himself, Zhuge Liang moved to attack Wei's position at Tianshui. Zhao Yun, Xing Cai, and the new emperor himself, Liu Shan, approached the battlefield, each with a variety of thoughts running through their minds.
Nice.
I'm gonna be the professor of MF lasers.
Michael 1 says, with the death of Liu Bei, the
Always
secrets
girl
of his
power.
gravity-defying hair care regimen were also lost.
While you're doing that, I gotta go record my life.
Very good. Carry on.
My life.
Oh, she's
Spoilers, it
actually
involved a bunch of
useless.
rice starch.
It's warm. Sleep. Nap time. On stream nap time.
What?
Did you have too much flask?
No.
You sound like someone who had too much flask.
I'm not Natalie yet.
Yet.
Yet. I'm not drinking gin. Ugh.
Gin to win. Well, maybe not. Probably not.
Depends on if we're watching Yu Yu Hakusho or not.
I love you, you Hakusho.
I said gin, not keen.
There's a character named Jim.
Oh, okay. You already have your weapons.
Hey.
It's comfy though. I gotta get help. Stop it.
It's like there's a third
Stop
cat
up.
that's on the couch.
Get up.
Help me. Stop.
Get up.
Can't
Get up.
help.
Help, I
You
flopped
are
over
not
again.
helpful.
If you don't like what I'm doing, get up.
I couldn't. I was stuck in the hole.
Help, I flopped onto my side and I can't get up.
Help.
Sure, let's see if twos.
A 3.
And
three.
Peacock win.
A 3.
Sure.
Elements awesomeness.
Raven wing, but it's not the right colors.
Blade of Light. Do I have
I
that?
don't think we have that.
Desperation Birkin. Bear Arcade.
Definitely don't have those.
Yeah, no. Which of these is better?
Eh.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely that one.
Don't have that.
All right. I think we have that.
Maybe?
Sure, it's a good one anyway.
Hey, what's the weather gonna be like next week?
It's gonna be warm and windy.
We have
We
that.
have that, yeah.
There might
We've
be
got
an
that
Arctic
because I
front.
just equipped it.
Ah, okay. Good. We have that.
I just love how it warms up and then we get an Arctic front.
Yep,
All of a sudden it's like 38.
it's great.
Got that.
Why has this happened? The stupid state us the stupid weather that's stupid.
We have that. We have
I
that.
just put it as Tiger Spitter.
Don't think we have that. Don't think we have that.
Spirit bomb.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, definitely that one.
Do we have that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Moonlight? Hey, you might. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty nice one anyway. Do we have the combat harp?
Harp.
I know we have battle harps. I'm not sure about the combat one.
Okay. Well, we certainly have enough money. Dual fangs.
What do you mean you don't have hyper beam? Alright, use a splash.
Yeah, okay. Imperial flame. Don't think we have that.
Okay, what? No, I just completely froze. Why are
Don't think we
you
have that either.
stupid? Go away.
Nice.
Ooh, I need that
Okay.
Mercenary set.
so I can equip it.
Do we have that?
Yes,
I think
we
I
have
totally
a,
have a rocket.
I don't know about Fury hooks.
Yeah, that's kind of a crap ability, though.
Yeah, nah.
Jolt is nice, but
But Harmony is terrible.
yeah.
We have
We
one
have
of those.
yeah. Steel wing blade.
Got that.
We have that.
Yeah. Ooh, don't think we have that.
We might have one,
You might
but
have one.
get it again. We have one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how good is this one, though?
Any good.
Eh. Alright, we're good.
Alright, cool.
Potato.
Now then.
Potato.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, it's a soldering kit. Got it.
Now go talk to everybody.
Yep.
Whee!
Guanxing is so handsome, perhaps he should be appointed as sightseeing ambassador for Chengdu. What? How will Shu be led now that Lord Liu Bei is dead? Zhuge Liang will have no time to rest.
Did you mean the rhyme that you do?
Attacking Tianshui is all part of the northern campaign. Next is Chang'an. It's going to be a long way to Xuchang.
Battle after battle. Hope you brought your battle bottles.
I'm not quite sure what to make of Lord Liu Shan. He's not a bad man, but he just doesn't seem all that reliable. I don't feel entirely safe putting my life in his hands. That's because he was dropped on his head as a baby. Mud Dai is a funny character. He's done so well getting along with everyone. I too am saddened by the loss of Master Liu Bei, but we can't just stand around doing nothing. We need to complete his dream, to realize the land of benevolence.
Listen, I realize the land of benevolence, but,
The enemy has a gifted young spearman. I forgot what he's called. You're
gifted
talking
young
about the
spearman.
prodigy. He's gifted, all right. I've never seen anyone that young with the skills he's got. Guanxing doesn't talk much. It's hard to tell what's on his mind. Master Liu Bei is gone. Do you think our father came for him? I don't know. Now is the time for us to bring our full strength to bear, however. Yes, you're right. We need to protect Shu and realize the land of benevolence. I'm sure that's what our fathers would want too, isn't it? Zhang Bao and Guanxing are childhood friends. They grew up training together. Zhang Bao is Zhang Fei's son. He's also Xing Cai's elder brother. Guan Yu's children are similar in that they are all a bit innocent. Okay. Zhang Bao likes to look after others. He's always trying to help someone. Zhang Bao. Ma Zun is in charge. Ma Zun is in charge of defeating Tian Shui. defending Tian Shui. Excuse me. I've heard some pretty bad things about him. He's notorious for distrusting others and forcing others to take the blame for his actions. A true scoundrel. Lord Liu Shan is both kind and pure. I will protect Lord Liu Shan, even at the cost of my own life. Lady Xingcai is the daughter of Zhang Fei. Can you believe it? She must take after her mother, surely. I can't believe anyone related to Zhang Fei could be so beautiful. Sick burn. It looks like Zhao Yun is getting used to looking after the young officers. I shall stake my life on supporting you, Lord Liu Shan. I risked my life once to rescue you from a burning city as we fled. And what happened? Your father dropped you on your head. It's me. Well, actually, it's not the same guy. My father died not too long after Lord Liu Bei, but I am here to say that I'm going to carry on my father's legacy.
Dang, you grew up fast.
Although I will repay my father's obligation to Lord Liu Shan, I am fighting to bring his dreams to fruition.
I mean...
Oh, I missed.
Wait, the poor guy never rose above private? Come on!
I'm going to support you, Lord Liu Shan, and protect Shu. I'm sure that's what my father would have wanted. This battle is the first step in the Northern Campaign. I intend to do all I can to win it. You're in it to win it. Okay, save one more time.
Are we ready to go?
Now that my father is gone, what can I do? I need your advice.
The answer to that question is yes.
Lord Liu Shan, you cannot be afraid of your father's greatness. You are your own man. However, you must
got
never...
a sweet collar.
However, you must never forget Master Liu Bei's consideration for the people. Benevolence is the light that will lead Shu.
Also, is your head a little flat?
Of course, benevolence.
It's a little sunken in right here.
I shall remember that well.
He wears the hat because it just fits.
Yeah, the hat actually goes down like half an inch. It's like, shook. It's a little socket.
Oh no.
I honestly like his little mini emperor hat.
Mm-hmm. So, Zhuge Liang, how should we approach this battle? Tian Shui, Nanan, and Anding. Obtaining these three is the key to suppressing this region. However, the forces of Wei will be on the defense. Master Zhao Yun will therefore draw off the enemy.
Morty!
While you are doing that, we will strike and rapidly take Tian Shui. I will explain the steps after that once we get there, Morty. Very well. We'll follow your plan, Zhuge Liang. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, Rick.
I am Wonder Woman. Whoa, she just threw her sword like a boomerang. I am Wonder Woman. What is going on? I am sliding on my shield. What is this nonsense?
Breath of the Wind, maybe? Breath of the Wild, maybe?
And I can self-buff. Yeah, come at me.
Yeah,
You're over there,
I'll get Grayskull there. Look at that surfing boat.
By the power of Grayskull.
And now I have the most beautiful weapons.
Oh my god, John.
Careful, I hear those hooks can be having for me.
Are you saying he's hooked?
It's out.
I would, but I've been clawing at the door for a while.
Beams!
I will slap you, my friend. Slap, slap. Slap, chap.
Oh, she also self-powers when you switch weapons. Oh my god.
Zhuge Liang stole the precious thing.
Oh my god.
I say that because his Muso attack looks like the Master's part.
He dead.
sure what her missile attack did.
She shield bashed, and each person she ran into, she caught and carried with her. Which is why I just killed 3 generals.
So that was a shield bash, okay. It's like, I
It
saw
was
when
a
she
pretty
pushed the
intense
green
shield
thing in
bash.
front of her.
She just threw her shield up so she could two-hand a swing. Look at that. Boom! Baseball bat. Everybody's dead.
That's unnecessarily badass.
Right?
Gatekeeper's just hiding. Oh no, she found us!
And she throws her shield and creates a whirlwind attack. Dealt with. Hey guys. Hey guys. Self power up.
By the power of Grayskull!
Oh, he's dead. Take the high road, and I'll take the low road. And I'll be in Scotland
Then before ye. We're going from China to Scotland.
Scotland!
She's just gonna
Scotland!
go all the way to Scotland over
Freedom!
on her shield.
Who's that punk? Oh, okay,
Okay.
thanks.
Cool.
So long as I stand, this land shall never fall.
Are you Irish?
I
And here
mean,
we were joking about Scotland. How did you get this far?
I will see just how good you really are.
Do you want me help? Or no, you got this.
we're
Okay.
gonna shonen this.
Yep. Obvious attack is obvious. Alright guys, he pushed me back. Get him.
Have no fear. I shall defeat you.
Head up.
Are you sure you don't want your strategist to shoot a laser at him?
Okay, that's gonna be harder. Yeah, I heard you.
Just weaken him until I throw the Pokeball.
Why is the Emperor on the battlefield?
Well,
He's got a soft spot for battle.
Oh.
that was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a maniacal cackle. Maniacal laugh.
Maniacal.
Maniacal laugh.
I shall slay any opponent that can stand in the way of God.
Apparently all these doors are closed except the one where you're at, so I'm going that way.
Dun, 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 dun.
I control the battlefield and fill it with lasers.
I love that her self buff also kills people.
Yeah, it blasts them away.
Okay. Now I can go back this way.
Gates are open.
I believe the gate you were standing next to also opened.
It has not yet.
Oh, okay. It was just saying things. Interesting.
Tell everyone to proceed with caution.
Oh, hey, everybody's here. Whee! Let's have a sweet murder party.
It's time for a murder party. Where are you going, by the way?
He is advancing
He's right above you.
this way. Yeah, I thought he was going to head south,
He did not.
but he did not. How do I get there? That's like some kind of weird low road that I'm going to have to figure out how to get at. As long as I'm down here, though, our base is full of dudes. I should help, I suppose.
She has a DBZ power-up. That's what it is. She powers up and everyone gets knocked back and takes damage.
Does she have a DBZ recovery, too? You beat the crap out of her and she winds up under a pile of stuff and then she just busts out violently.
But she just killed that dude by putting her sword in the air.
He had a heart attack. It was scary.
I mean, fair enough. This door is just locked, so I won't bother with that.
I don't care. I want some.
Okay, that's locked.
Goalkeeper. Nice freaking Ragnarok Online Crusader style of shield toss there.
Right?
Shield boomerang! Best move, okay?
All these doors locked to me? Kinda looks that way, yeah. Apparently I need to be where you are. Or no, I need to be where the rest of our guys are. Come on.
Like Glenn said, another crowd of mobile unit captains.
Mm-hmm.
Another crowd of mobile suit pilots.
Yeah. You guys just taking out here? You having fun? Okay.
Beam! Beam! Is that beam just like your non-combo triangle?
No.
What does that?
It is a particular triangle combo.
Okay.
Oh, here's these cannons. Oh, God!
That didn't hurt very much, but it looked painful. That was quick. Ah.
Alright, apparently I need to come back. Oh, because I wiped out the place that would have been in the way. I'm coming back, I'm coming back. There's my horse. Come here, horse. You're getting flanked.
But is he trapped amongst them, or are they trapped with them? Are you stuck on a thing? Oh, you're killing a thing.
It's faster when you're on a horse. You tear through these things way faster.
Huh.
Unless you try to jump on them.
So I'll go clear all these out. And keep them off of you if you go get rid of everything else. told you to go on. There's
Yeah.
enemy generals about. You can keep those off me. I'll deal with the stupid ballista things.
Immediately, there's one over there. Beam.
Alright.
Shooting beams every day.
I mean, I get what you're going for there, but I can think of lots of weapons that are better than a prepared mind.
He's kind of aiming in the Batman direction, I think. There's no greater weapon than being Batman.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like how that guy was standing behind me with a spear and didn't attack. I just turned around and cut him down.
That's in part because of your current difficulty setting. On higher settings, they will go at you at every little chance they get. It gets nasty.
Will you show me how a battle was won? Because I'm pretty sure you're just gonna die. Dealt with.
I gotta say, the little emperor seems awfully fond of his sworn uncle's daughter.
Huh?
His sworn cousin.
Sworn cousin.
I am your sworn cousin. I feel like we could make an entire, like, kind of the Spaceballs, your sister's cousins' dogs, whatever.
Roommate, yeah, something like that. Sister's cousin's college roommates, dogs, something.
So what does that make us? Nothing.
Yeah, you're beating him up with Ping Pong's fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Evil Knight. Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I'm back.
Boy, those guys issued out at exactly the wrong moment. And the mobile unit with all its captains was felled in a couple of attacks. Like one says, sworn cousin. Cousin in swear? Cousin in oath. Whee! Shield surfing. combo.
Got him.
Alright.
And all of his friends, too.
And your little dog, too.
We want to capture you in a sphere.
But what if we didn't?
My apologies. This was the only way I could talk with you.
Okay, but stop making those eyes.
I have to beat the crap out of you with my fan.
I wish for you to join us.
Sleeping dragon makes bedroom eyes.
Maybe he's just tired.
I finally understand your strategies. Indeed, you have displayed exemplary courage. I too ask that you fight alongside us.
Silence! You ensnare me and now talk of standing together? I am an officer of Wayne!
Your fellow officers have run on without you.
We have distressed you, for which we apologize. We simply desire your help so much. Please, will you aid us in the creation of a land of benevolence? Strange this is. Your words have quieted my heart. Lead me to your camp. I will follow.
And then I guess I'll wear green.
Zhuge Liang and the Shu forces captured Tian Shui, thereby securing a foothold for further expansion north. In addition, they also obtained the services of the prodigious young Wei general Jiang Wei. Meanwhile, the brilliant tactician within Wei known as Sima Yi made a proposal to put a stop to Shu's northern campaign. He began marching in order to seize the strategic location of Jieting, which lay along the front lines with Hanzhong. Upon learning of the Wei movements, Zhuge Liang hurried to Jieting, desperate to do something. Although Jieting was located atop a mountain, it offered little military advantage, making it important to defend the path running between the mountains. Zhuge Liang knew the terrain well, and ordered his men to take up position around the path. However, Zhuge Liang's disciple, Ma Su, was eager to seize glory for himself, and set up atop the mountain. As a result, Ma Su was surrounded by the Wei forces, leading to a collapse in the battle lines. Zhuge Liang reluctantly gave the order to his troops to withdraw from the battle. Jiang Wei, Yue Ying, Zhang Bao, and Guan Xing looked to forge a path to safety from their predicament. I will be Guan Xing again. I'm already equipped. Unless I got something better.
Double pike. It's when you wield two fish.
Wow.
Michael one says, Liu Shan gained mind control from being dropped on his head as a child.
I mean,
that's how most mutants get their powers, right?
oh, she's the scythe wielder.
They have
I
horrible.
think they're just born with it. Or maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, but it's usually triggered by something.
Yeah, eyeliner.
Triggered. Sorry.
It's triggered by eyeliner.
And done well.
Nope.
Why not?
I don't know. What?
Would you grab me an orange soda?
An orange soda.
Orange.
Hold this.
You did not balance that well.
I did. That's her. That sailed over John's head.
Yep.
You know what's really stupid?
Oh yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Derp.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was gonna like.
What did he?
No,
no.
I was.
That's what I was expecting too. That's why I was like,
No, I was.
Also, I'm ready.
I was going to be a canicorn. Wait, unican?
A lumicorn.
Sleep.
Hey.
Night night.
Night.
I'm tired.
I am apparently the wife of the dragon.
You're the wife of the dragon.
Bollocks.
Am I a dragon? I'm a dragon.
I mean,
I'm
are
a dragon and I sleep.
Dragon waifu.
I drink and I
you?
sleep.
Dragon waifu.
John is my dragon waifu. I keep saying we need to get shirts.
I'm gonna stop that
We should have a new one that's just
before I press a button.
John is the dragon waifu.
See, eventually,
Yeah.
if you did actually make all the shirts with the weird phrases and things without context, I just have a closet full of things, and I just wear one different every day, and people will be like, "What?"
What's an aqua cloaca?
I designed a lot of shirts after a similar fashion back in high school. Like there were some that I was really quite proud of too. A picture of a little dragonfly, and it said, "He is my nemesis." Which, yeah, it's the kind of stuff that makes no sense out of context. Or a picture of Venezuela, a big no sign on it, and it says "no longer an option."
Venezuela. It's no longer an option.
I mean, alright.
I'm worried about those suffering during this battle. How much longer can they hold out? Sima Yi will be here soon, too. I want to save them as quickly as possible, but under these circumstances... Save our allies and then retreat. I think there are multiple ways to achieve that. Master Zhao Yun is heading this way soon. He should be able to open the way for us.
The way
You're
for
something
us.
else, Guanxing. You can think of multiple plans under these circumstances? Yeah, thinking plans up is one thing I don't mind doing. You don't mind? That's just like you.
Yeah, he doesn't mind making plans.
Is it just me, or does Zhuge Liang not look well? I've noticed him coughing more. Coughing. It's me, the one who always accompanies you out on the battlefield. We can all return home if the northern campaign ends here. I know conditions aren't good, but hey, Rocky. I don't want any regrets. When I go home, I'm going to propose to the girl I love. We'll make it out of Jieting alive. I admire your optimism. How do you do it? I lie to myself. I don't blame Masu for the way he was acting. He must be uncomfortable with Jiang Wei here. Even if Masu is rescued, he will be severely punished.
Cup of soup.
My soup.
The Wei forces at the base of the mountain have cut off the waterway. They must be getting pretty thirsty up there. I've got friends up there. We've got to save them quickly. No. Giving up on Jieting and fighting to retreat, after finally advancing our forces this far. Lord Zhuge Liang must be upset about this too. Everything he has fought for is now for naught. Now for naught. I really don't like these dark moments.
I mean, it's pretty well lit, in my opinion.
Defense of a mountain is a standard tactic in battle, yet the Chancellor forbade it before this battle started. Well, no need to harp on that now. I'll turn this situation around.
From the right to the left, I'm gonna turn it around.
Masu's older brother, Ma Liang, has white eyebrows. Sorry, I thought you would find that funny.
Was it a pun?
White brows. I hope we can all go home safely. Masu is one of the 5 Ma brothers. Master Zhuge Liang seemed very taken with him, too. Yet, look at the massive mistake he just made. A stern lesson in never becoming too overconfident. Isn't that kind of redundant? Too overconfident?
Yeah.
I think my knees are starting to shake as we get closer to the battle. We'll be able to drive them away, won't we? with my shaking knees. Shake my knees at the
Michael
enemy.
One says, so
It's time for shaking bees.
So wielding dual pikes is basically the Monty Python fish slapping dance?
Yes.
Jiang Wei's abilities were recognized by Shu after the Battle of Tianshui. It's going to be exciting to see him work as a Shu general.
I got banned from making Monty Python quotes at work.
Why?
I'm not allowed to make Monty Python jokes anymore.
Because you made too many?
I've heard Lady Yue Ying can cook. I would really like to eat one of her dishes someday. If you know what I mean.
Stop that. This is a kid's show.
Lady Yue Ying is Zhuge Liang's
Yes,
wife.
with all of our drinking and shenanigans, it's definitely a kid's show.
One of her passions is inventing things.
Like excuses.
Master Ma Su was handpicked as a promising young man by Lord Zhuge Liang himself. He must be suffering terribly over this development. It is the role of a wife to share her husband's suffering and ease it. I must resolve this crisis. Anybody else? Looks like no.
Who's she married to?
Zhuge Liang.
Oh, okay.
She gonna be a widow soon. That's sad.
Oh. Ma Su is surrounded by the enemy at the peak of the mountain. Unless we hurry, it will be too late to save him. However, there is only one avenue of advance open to us. The rest has all been blocked by Zhang He, using boulders.
So it's a trap.
Making his camp at the summit is the fault of my student, Ma Su. The fault of posting him here at Jieting in the first place lies with me. We are the two who are to be blamed for this. The men who are suffering as a result deserve none of the blame. I ask you, through my shame, to please save as many of these unfortunate soldiers as you can.
Another smart pipe. What was that?
My god powers.
You like made it rain. She made it rain.
There is nothing in that direction right now.
Having fun on the stairs there, guys?
Not anymore, they're not.
Wow, you're just harvesting them.
Haha.
Zhuge Liang, did you marry Death from the Sandman? What? You know you're an RPG? No, it's like right here. There's a...
Ah!
Death!
You're raining death, I'm flying death.
Someone save that guy.
On it. And saved.
That was quick. Boy, that was some the bad dudes. And Raven's hamburger.
I threw him on the wall.
You speared him on a scythe and used it to slam him into the wall.
You'll die when I say you do. Isn't that weapon great?
Mm-hmm.
Nice! Knocking back into me.
Yup.
Let's go!
Yeah. Timing.
Whee! Just fly around all over the place.
Pretty sure I won. Oh, we just have to make it back to the camp now. Oh, there's one directly next to the main camp. You want to take these guys and I'll fall back?
Sure. Avoid them.
Oh, they're gonna go back that way.
Oh, great. It's a,
Yep. I'm on it. I'll be the escort.
Okay.
escort quest.
You murder everything.
So I shall. Ford escort quest.
Boulders. Megalon says, does anything change if you avoid enemies in this battle? Or does anything change if you avoid enemies throughout this battle? You end up with enemies everywhere?
Well, it makes it harder to escape. I agree.
I like how you're just like running with an energy banana there for a bit.
Energy banana.
Stop, he's already dead.
No. You die when I say you do.
You don't get to die until the ladies finish her combo.
Hey, Sima Yi.
What pyro cannons?
The ones behind me. Okay, guys, maybe not run ahead of me.
No, defeat that guy. Says, see, soldiers checking their anachronistic watches, waiting for the combo that's supposed to kill them to end. I'm gonna say there's some slight irony to an anachronistic watch.
Yeah.
This chronometer is anachronistic. Lang. It's a programming language made entirely ubiquitous. Hey, some guys showed up. Time to murder their faces.
We've got some guys coming up behind you too. I will intercept as soon as I can figure out how to get over there. How do I get over there?
There's some help behind you on the left.
Not that I really need it, but thank you. Where at?
Yeah, the other way. Yeah, there. It's like, where'd he go? There it is. Extra eyes. Like one says, is it done yet? Another 3 flourishes to go. Can I take a rain check?
No, you die. And escort mission over.
Nice.
This defeat has damaged the northern campaign.
Yeah.
Lies entirely with me.
No.
I'm the one who put you in charge. If the fault lies with anyone, it
always with me.
No, that's
I didn't
also
realize
not how that
badly you
works.
sucked.
Good work must be rewarded, and failure punished. Chancellor, please make your just pronouncement.
Justice is better weighed against mercy.
Despite suffering many casualties, the Shu forces managed to escape certain death at Jieting. Zhuge Liang refused to give up, and he continued to attempt numerous more northern campaigns. However, both sides found themselves stuck in a stalemate. The battle went back and forth for 6 years.
It's like the Great War, but limited to China.
Both the kingdom of Shu and its warriors were something. In addition, Zhuge Liang, who had given all in pursuit of his northern campaign, fell ill due to exertion. His very life hung on the precipice. He had little time remaining.
Look, it looks like a mouth, like a dog.
As such, he was prepared to risk everything on one last push.
Oh, I
Zhuge
see.
Liang hid his illness and led the main unit of the Shu forces into battle.
The dome light in your car is on.
He met Sima Yi and the Wei forces in battle in the Fufeng district of the Wuzhang Plains.
I was looking for
Inspired by my efforts to put forth by their leader Zhuge Liang, Jiang Wei, Ma Dai, and Xing Chai were ready for action. Xing Cai. Indeed, the very future of Shu rode on this particular battle.
The dome light's the light that comes on when you open and close the door. I mean, when you open the doors.
Yeah, it's like up in the middle.
That's the one that's on.
Which means that you didn't close your door.
Well, it looks closed. I looked
I mean, I closed my door.
thought maybe that was it. But
I'm gonna take that out.
it's
But
closed.
thank you for letting me know.
I will be Wei Yan.
Clearly, I'm gonna be, Wonder Woman again. That's
Although
not
it
even a question.
Although it is 11 now.
Oh yeah, no, we're coming to an end. For
So
this.
yeah, as soon as
As soon as you get to this and can save.
Sky Volge, however you pronounce that.
Actually, it says this sentence is running away from 100 dogs. And we circled.
Oh no! My arm is a noodle.
Oh no!
Noodle arm.
Noodle
Oh, no.
arm.
I fell asleep.
An arm noodle.
Noodle.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Did you do that thing where you like lie on it wrong for too long and it feels like it's not actually part of you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I hate
really
that.
heavy. Oh.
But yet it responds to commands, which is just weird.
Spirits of the fallen in my heart.
Like it doesn't respond well, but it will still obey. What?
Paintbrush of death. Let me paint you a picture of your death.
Why does it look like a tiger? A tiger shows up. Ah!
Rest on this battle.
Except for you, which is unfortunate because you really need rest.
The only person who properly knows how to use a shield.
For the sake of those lives lost in battle. For those lives yet to be born.
Plus she's using like a small tower shield like it's a buckler almost.
He didn't even touch them. He just flourished and they all fell down.
Our reign of benevolence will end this age of war.
Actually, not so much, but
Let us begin.
I forget, what does end the age of war? People just getting sick of all the war?
Sima Yi's children actually conquer everything.
Yep.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay.
The time is now. It is our task to put an end to this chaos.
Is this the last battle of this campaign?
Probably.
Looks like it. All right.
They're doing pretty epic music. I think this is
it's
probably it.
sounding,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Heck, I guess I'll stick around for the sign-off, then check out my card. Hopefully there
All
are
the
back
things
to
we
the-
unlocked.
Yep. So, Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. I'll be back on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Thursday Throne, where we'll be continuing Asbro, and then...
Street Bros.
Asbro. It's Asbro.
Okay.
And then next Saturday should be back here with probably Tales of Fantasia, which means we'll get back to this in 2 weeks. So, thanks again. Hope to see you all next time.
Tales of Fantasia. These characters are bad at time travel.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody.
Granted, they didn't mean to time
Night, I'm
travel,
gonna
so I
sleep
can't
here
blame them
now.
too